So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode, stay woke.
What's up?
Stay woke, real mode, stay woke.
Hello, Super Jen. Hello.
Yeah, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I'd like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do.
All right.
You only got one life, but you act
Yo.
like you got two.
New phone, who dis?
What you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now
What's up, Nico? Hello, Michelle. Hello.
Stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transfer to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony, ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Your ego bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
What's up, Shay, Kendall? CG, Pedro, what up? Nicole, Ashton, Tiffany, hello.
When are you peasants gonna learn?
Riverboat. Yeah, you're not a boost. Hit that like button, motherfuckers. Hit the like. Like the motherfucking video. Come on now. Whoa. Normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1500 and 55 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Everest and K2 flexing on all you beaches. How you doing? How are we doing today? Bacon. That sounds good. I did have a little bit earlier, and I probably shall indulge a little bit in a little bit after we wrap up here. We got a nice little Swolecast sprint. We're going to jump right into it today, so I won't keep you at all too long because we got some good shit to go on. And reminder, tomorrow we're going deep, deep, deep. Tomorrow it's Ask Papa Swolio. So you can make sure you tune in for Ask Papa Swolio Live. Ask Papa Swolio Live for the Sunday Funday Q&A-ness. Boom. Tomorrow, right here. We got some Swole Privilege today. Oh, I'm sorry, Tessie. A little bit zoomed in. Let me back you up a little bit. Let me back that ass up for you. There you go. A little Swole Privilege. A little Swole Privy if you want to win today's Swole card. Oh, hold on a second. That's what I wanted to do. Boom. Now we're good. Papa's in a shirt. What? Well, you know, I only wear a shirt when I'm wearing. Papa's wearing clothes again. 2020 is getting wild. Well, here's the thing. I only wear apparel when it's Swolenormous apparel. You all know that. Look at this. Come on, Swole Privilege. Look at this shirt. I need to wear this as much as possible. As much and as often as possible. This rarely is going to come off in 2020. This is rarely going to come off. I need some more. I need more. I'm going to do it up. I need to get some more volume. I need to get a few of these. This is some fire. I love this shirt. This is my new favorite shirt. Matches my headband, matches my wallpapers, matches my pants. I got some America pants on right now. I am all red, white, and blue today. I am red, white, and swole. Indeed. Double Papa. I'm in today. I'm in the zone. I'm ready. I'm ready for it, fam. What'd you smash today? Drop in the comments below. What did you smash? What doth thou smash today? Swole Privilege for your, let me see here. Dun, dun, dun. Do I have that ready? I don't. Maybe I do. Let me see. Let me get this over here. So let's get I'll leave this on the screen for a few minutes while everyone's coming in. Everyone's getting comfortable. We're about to jump into some Just the Tip, but what did you smash today? Hashtag Swole Privilege if you want to win this delicious card. It's a nice one. It's a nice card. Look at that. And look at Sexy Tessie. You can't go wrong there. No, sir, you cannot. You cannot. What do you think? I'm gonna put the scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna put the scrolling text. What do you think? Let's vote for it right now, because right now we got the link below if you want to join the Swole fam. Tomorrow, Monday, we got some new releases. So super stoked for the accountability meeting, the accountability party, the accountability on Monday, 12 noon Eastern time. So I'll be posting that up in the group. But what is your definition of Swole Privilege? What is your definition of Swole Privilege? And I'll put that in the scrolling text down below before we get into Just the Tip. And also smash that like button and drop in the comments too what you pumped today. Did you pump? Yesterday I crushed legs and I am good and juicy sore everywhere. So today was a non-lifting day, but I did some mobility, did a lot of mobility, and I actually laid down some, well, I don't want to tell you. I'll tell you on Monday during the meeting, but did a bunch of mobility stuff today. Hint, hint. Did some mobility stuff and I feel good. So I did my morning mobility, did my meditation, my brain gains, and then feeling good. Got into some good stuff. I want to do a little bit more. I still feel a little bit tight, and I'm now after sitting for the next, 30, 40 minutes, I'm going to be ready to move a little bit. So I feel like tonight's going to be a good additional mobility night. Let's see here. Holly, recovery day, cleaned out the fridge and freezer to make room for more steaks and eggs. Swole Privilege. Sounds about right. It's just water weight. The ability to move like a human. I like that. Swole Privilege is the privilege to take care of ourselves and be the best we can be. Beat my skinny friend in a hike because I've been working on myself and she doesn't. So, Swole Privilege. I love it, Shay. Let's see. Uniquely, Erica. I pumped. I did a lot of legs. Nice. Jessica did the yin yotel body. Oh, you did the yin yotel body. I can't even read consonants anymore. Did the yin total body with Alex in the Swolenormous X yoga studio. Delicious. Holly, Swole Privilege is being able-bodied and privileged enough to work out and eat quality food and clean water. All right, let's not use the word in the definition, people. Come on. Don't use the word privileged in the definition of swole privilege. Now I'm getting specific. I'm whittling it down. We got some good competition here. We got some good stuff. Ooh, I like that. Swole privilege was being able to reverse my diabetes and stop hurting all over. I like that. I like all these. I like all of these. Holly and Joe, Super Jen. I'm sore as shit from leg day yesterday. Fucking scorched earth is fire. Oh, I like that. The indescribable one. To me, swole privilege is the ability to truly feel free from addictions, pressure, shit choices, etc. Oh, I like that. Let's do something like that. Let's do that. Let's do this one. Let's do. If you're ready to stop battling the majority, fighting. Ooh, for it. Watch this. Ready? Oh, this is so good. This is so good. I just got some fire. There we go. I just got lit. I just felt it. I felt it, so I just took control of it. Let's see. Boom. Oh, that's really classy. Nicely done. There we go. That's what we're going to do today. Good for you, Jennifer. Swole privilege taking control of my life and health and get the fuck out of my own way. Nico West. I reversed my migraines and leaky gut from having a good clean diet and exercise. Swole privilege. I have, if you're ready to stop fighting for average, get yourself some swole privilege. Fucking hell yeah. Get yourself some. You know, I've been posting, I think I posted this on Twitter as well today. I think I posted this on Twitter that usually, you know what I've done too? I've had posts on Instagram, and this is a famous quote. This was not me, but there's less traffic on, let's see, what was the word? Oh, there's less traffic on the extra mile. And it's an interesting concept, and it really is true. So if you are, for example, thinking about putting in above average effort, you know, if you do average and you do the bare minimum, you do a little bit, you put a little bit of effort in, you're not going to get amazing results. Like how amazing can your results be if you're only putting in average effort? So if you go the extra mile, there's actually more of a chance for you to succeed. And I want you to think about this concept. So there are less people that are doing extra. There are less people that are trying really hard. There are less people that are putting in that kind of effort. So if you think about it, if you put in that effort, if you really go all in, there's less, whatever you're doing, whatever it is you're doing, because less people do that, there's less competition. Does that make sense? So when you look in the world, let's say when people are looking for jobs, for example, or they're going to, let's say not everyone is fighting to be, let's say, the CEO of a company, starting their own business, starting their own thing, because it's hard. Let's use that as an example. And a lot of you could drop in the comments, do you have your own business, or if you run your own business? So it's hard to run your own business. It's hard to start your own business, and it's hard to grow it. And there are many different types of businesses, but it's hard to do it yourself. You're responsible for everything. So there's less people that do that than have jobs. And I'm not saying that there's one that's better than the other. It just is what it is. So if you have one job, you might have 1,000 people, 100 people, 50 people competing for that same position. If you start your own business, there's any number of endless opportunities and choices that you can make. However, you have to do a lot more in order to make that work. If it does, it could easily fail. I mean, if you get the job, you're guaranteed X, Y, and Z, based on your performance and such. So doing extra, and this is just for the concept. I know it's not the cleanest example. I had another better one, but it just escaped me at the last second. So if you're going the extra mile, if you're putting in the extra effort, because just percentage-wise, there's less people. There are less people that are putting in that kind of extra effort, those extra hours. There are less people that are getting up an hour earlier before work. Most people would like to get some more sleep. They're exhausted. They're burnt out, so they sleep in. They hit the snooze button. Are you getting up that hour early and you're training before you go to work because you don't have time after work, so you're getting it done? There are less people that do that extra bit, so there's less competition doing that extra bit, doing that extra effort. And a lot of people get snippy and they give you pushback and they'll take it out on you. They'll project on you because when your family or friends see you eating healthier and taking care of yourself, oftentimes it reflects poorly on themselves. They see what they're not doing in you and they see that you're doing it and they know that they're not because they're looking at you doing it and they're thinking to themselves, man, I wish I could, but I can't. And rather than build themselves up, rather than get inspired, they give you snide remarks and they kind of cut you down. They chop you down a little bit. And it's really just a projection. So a lot of people, rather than putting in that extra effort, will rather just bring you down, rather talk crap about it, and rather be average. There's actually more competition to be average because that's what average is. Average is the majority. So put in that extra effort and rise above, and actually things get easier. And the habits that you're building, this is just getting started. We're just getting warmed up tonight. Those habits that you're building, it seems like a lot at the beginning. It seems like a lot at the beginning. It seems like a lot of effort. Oh, I'm changing my lifestyle. I'm doing such different things. Now I'm going to the gym or I'm working out at home. I'm buying different foods. They taste a little bit different. I'm not going to get fast food. I'm exercising. I'm going for a walk. I'm meditating. All these things that you can add in, all these different habits that you develop as a result of you changing your lifestyle. Not necessarily all at once, but you're doing that little by little. So you're building up this change, and it feels like a challenge. It feels like something that takes effort because it's different than what you're used to doing. You're building new habits. You're breaking bad ones or breaking old ones, and you're building new ones. So you're kind of doing it twice. And once you lay that down and you start seeing results, then I think a lot of you would agree that most of you watching have swole privilege. You're taking it upon yourself to take care of your health. And once you are doing it, isn't it the easiest thing to keep doing? Isn't it just the easiest thing to keep doing? You realize once you're doing it, it's as arbitrary as any habit. Why do you think it's easy just to grab the chips and watch Netflix and sit on your ass and eat ice cream and stuff? Well, it's easy because it's instant gratification. And plus, of course it's easy. You've been doing it. That's your habit. Habits are perceived as easy because you already have those motor patterns and the neural patterns. Your body is already used to doing that. It's already mapped that activity. So the more you do any activity, the more, quote, easy and automatic it's going to become. That's why most people just automatically eat. They automatically face fuck because they don't even realize it. This is one of the most fundamental things that a human does. Taking food and putting it in your fucking mouth. This is a fundamental thing. Why do you think we have these things? Why do you think we have hands? So we can put food in our fucking mouth, so we can eat it. We want to get the food here. If we just had elbows, it'd be like, it'd be hard to eat. So we have these to put face in our face holes, to put food in our face holes. So that's a habit that we build. It's something that we normally do. Now, when we have foods that trigger those other aspects, cravings and concentrated sugar and things that just aren't found in nature, we throw off that balance, and then this fundamental movement and action and need for our body, we tend to do too much of it. And that's just because of our environment. So you have to create your own environment. Again, pillar number 1, community, environment, mow your lawn, making sure that your surroundings are benefiting you. And that means putting yourself in a training environment, putting yourself in a meditative environment, putting yourself at a lower stress environment. It all matters. It all matters, but it's all a habit. Whatever you're used to doing, whatever you're used to seems easy. So it's really not something that is any shock. Especially once you do it, especially once you start taking care of your health, it just becomes second nature. And then it's weird when someone doesn't take care of their health and you're thinking, why wouldn't you take care of your health? Why wouldn't you do it? It's so easy. It's not hard to exercise. It feels good. So people that maybe lose a lot of weight or go from being obese or unhealthy and then they start exercising, you have that perspective, you really know what it's like. I don't want to ever know what it's like. I've had kind of hints of it when I was too heavy for my own body. I had too much extra body fat. I was too bulked. I was just in that bulking mode. I think I mentioned that before. My heaviest was like 225 or 222. Man, that was heavy for me. So I didn't like the way I looked. I was just too fluffy for my own liking. I had just been bulking too much. This is a long time ago. I really don't even remember when. I'm trying to think exactly when that might have been. That might have been like 2000. That might have been like 2006. That might have been like 2006, 2007. So that's a long time ago. It was like 13, 14 years. So I was definitely too heavy for my body and it felt really uncomfortable. And, I just didn't like it. So it gave me that insight as to what it feels like to be too heavy for your own body. Very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. It's not nice. I mean, how many of you are in the comments? How many of you lost a lot of weight? Let's get into some just the tip because we're really saturating. We're in the knowledge cock portion. But how many of you lost a lot of weight and how do you feel? How do you feel physically? How do you feel physically different? We talk about this on the NOC videos and you're all definitely dropping awesome comments and giving people context. It's not just some bearded, fit dude on YouTube ranting about stuff. It's true. You feel better. That's what it pisses me off. That's why it pisses me off when people try to justify, right? Where people try to justify obesity and say it's okay and fight for obesity. It's like, come on, man. Stop lying to people. Stop fucking lying to people. Tired of that shit. All right, let's get some, what we got here? Let's get some tip, shall we, fam? Babe. Ooh, just an inch. It is cold outside. It is cold outside. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong about that. We got some good-ish. Let's see what we got going on here. We have, this is today's NOC. And if you haven't checked it out, it didn't get a ton of distribution, probably because the word toxic is in it. I don't know. This is an intense post. Remember this one? We covered this one on the Daily Swole about the member who lives on an island and her family, I think it was a she? Family treats her like shit. I'm pretty sure, I believe it was a she. And treats her like shit. Remember, treats her like a doormat, only visits her in the hospital, only cares. And and we're all like, what the fuck? Just get the hell out of there. Save whatever money you possibly can and escape, flee this island. I got to go check. I'm going to go check the post. Like, this was a mind-blowing one. How can your family just, it's so fucking frustrating when family just treats you like shit. But this was a savage post. It was really, really frustrating to read. That was tough. Tough. We got some extra, Jesus Christ. Sorry. We got some extra thirsty. This is from Fierce Fatty, and she is proclaiming that diet culture is similar to a cult. I mean, there's a culture around everything. That's just a term. There's diet culture. There's surfing culture. There's, I guess there's like beach crab culture. There's dirt culture. There's furniture culture. I mean, similarities to cults. I mean, she can't spell similarities, but that's why I love the thumbnail. I mean, she's the one. These advocates and I shouldn't say advocates, these activists, these fat activists, they are the ones that are creating the cult. And one of the things that you do is you create an us versus them, a false truth. You create this false us versus them narrative as if diet culture did what? Hurt your feelings? Diet culture did what? I mean, the culture around dieting, you mean weight loss? Well, people want to be thinner than they normally are. If you made a poor decision and you did one of those stupid fucking diets, then that's your fault. You made a bad decision. Is it the companies that made these juice cleanses, that did these calorically restricted, these fat burning pills? I mean, whose fault is it? Where does the responsibility start and end? Like, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I mean, these kinds of comments about making it a cult, the fat activists are blaming diet culture. They're creating this evil enemy as if that's the thing that's keeping them from getting what they want. Diet culture, evil diet culture. Okay. What is that changing? Why is that changing? What is that changing? Is really what confuses me. And this is why I rage on these posts. What is blaming diet culture doing to improve your situation? What are you doing? What are you accomplishing by being like diet culture? Vague as fuck. You can just make any kind of argument you want. It's vague. What is diet culture? Whatever they decide it is today. That's literally what diet culture is. That's literally whatever they want it to be. Whatever she wants it to be in this Instagram post is what diet culture is. Whatever. More Extra Thirsty. So these are available now. Go check it out. I'm actually going to drop some additional sack on the Swolenormous channel, so stay tuned for that. Extra Thirsty, more Ellen. This made me laugh when I just came across it, so had to share it. So a former waitress was saying how Ellen tried to get her fired or suspended. Like, I guess she was complaining to the restaurant owners or the management because her waitress had chipped fingernail polish. And I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to believe anymore. I had to share it because it's like, if that's true, holy shit. And if that's a lie, that's a fucking weird ass thing to make up. Legit. That's really weird. So, former waitress tells how Ellen DeGeneres tried to get her suspended for having chipped nail polish. The talk show host going out of her way to email restaurant boss to complain about the server's manicure. And the waitress added, she, quote, referring to Ellen, she somewhat gets off on perpetrating misery on others. There's an underlying sadisticness to her sometimes. Can you imagine? Getting, just imagine. I'm just saying, imagine this is true. Imagine going to a restaurant, noticing that your waitress, who apparently she was like, I guess she got it, her nail must have chipped the night before. She said she was like closing the restaurant at 11:30 at night, and then got back up at like 8:30 to open, and she didn't have time. She didn't have time to get her nails done again or something. I just imagine going somewhere, noticing your waitress that works hard, is delivering your food and just taking your order and stuff, and nothing else is wrong. The meal was fine. Everything went without a hitch. And you leave, and then you decide to call the owners or the restaurant managers and complain that she had chipped polish and try to get her suspended or something. I don't know. That's one of those things that's, I don't know. It's not a good, either way, whichever way that goes, that's terrible either way. If it's fake, who That's such a weird thing to make up if it was. And this is some Red, White, and Swole. And this is this is talking about how the NBA and Major League Baseball ratings completely tanked after all the sports organizations are going full woke and pandering to social justice. Go check it out. A lot of you have been mentioning it to me and talking. I get a lot of DMs about all sorts of topics, but a lot of people have been saying that they're not watching sports anymore. And I've had a lot of people come over to the content and YouTube videos, Instagram videos, and TikTok and stuff and say, thank you for putting out so much content. I'm watching this. I dropped, nothing else to keep me entertained. I don't know. I'm interested in what maybe the reasoning is aside from that, because everyone's pretty much been in quarantine. You've had like 4 months to figure out what there hasn't been any sports. There hasn't been any kind of live entertainment like that. A couple UFC fights, right? But you have all of a sudden 4 months and you pretty much figure out your online entertainment in 4 months. I mean, obviously, Swole fam, we're still doing it. Like nothing's changed in here. We're still doing the same shit that we've been doing 6 months ago, 7 months ago. So nothing changed for us. But it's interesting. It's interesting to think about all the different variations. So people are definitely probably concerned and thinking about other things rather than going or spending money on sports, because you can't really even go, or it's a very limited audience to even go to these sporting events. And a lot of people are out of work. And then you have a lot of other issues going on. Maybe people just they don't care so much about sports because they're more scared and apprehensive. And then the social justice thing. And there's a lot of possibilities, but you think you have 4 months and all you can do is stay at home and go online. All you can do is stay at home and go online. What are you going to do? You're going to find things to entertain yourself. And if you don't have any sports, you got to find other things. You got to find other interests. You're going to start gaming. You're going to start a YouTube channel. You're going to start, doesn't mean you can't watch sports, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people maybe just found something else to keep them entertained, and sports just isn't really something that is going to capture people's interest. They just don't care as much right now, because when you have the virus going around and all this stress and uncertainty, people are just not really as concerned. Not really as concerned with, I don't know, with a deep 3-pointer. It's like, I don't fucking care. Who knows? So let's see. Never insult the people who handle your food. The horror stories are real. Yep. That's a great movie. Remember Waiting with Ryan Reynolds? Love that movie. What a fucking classic. So anyway, you got those videos available now on the Daily Swole right here. On the Daily Swole channel. So after you're done here, you can go and check those out. Red, White, and Swole, Extra Thirsty. Go give it a look-see. Oh, let's see here. Swole Privilege. Super Gen, don't really care or watch NBA or MLB. I haven't in a while. I really haven't. I remember in high school. For me, all right, let's see what this was. Let's see. So I guess late night, I was watching basketball. I was watching sports. Was I doing that in college? I feel like I watched. No, that was in high school. I remember I got into fantasy basketball. There was this is when the internet was just kind of like kicking off. And I remember there was a site, I think it was called Small World. Does anyone remember that? Small World? I don't think they still exist. But they had a really cool setup for fantasy baseball and basketball. So I remember getting into that. And this is when I was like a sophomore or junior in high school. I was young. So it was pretty cool. And this is when the internet was really just kind of getting going. So I remember watching basketball, like 3 games a night. I would watch it all through the night, especially into the West Coast games, like watching games out in California, West Coast on TNT. I'd watch 3 games in a row. And I remember just knowing all the stats and who was doing well and assists. I'm like, man, I can't imagine caring about that kind of stuff like that now. I just remember I knew all the details, ins and outs. I just know who I knew the sixth man on the team, on all the teams, and who was fucking on fire and who was, oh man. So I know how deep it goes. I know how deep it goes. It goes deep. It goes deep. But haven't cared in a long time. Let's see. Sarah, I don't watch sports, not even hockey. I know I'm a bad Canadian. Swole Privilege. I stopped watching sports after I realized they use sports news to hide news on real policies going on. When gas prices were going up, they covered it with the soccer World Cup. Really? I wouldn't doubt it. All these channels, whoever's hosting the Olympics or whoever's hosting the World Cup. I mean, advertising dollars too. It's all leverage and chess, right? I don't remember the specific instance, but sounds like something that would happen, right? Oh my goodness. So how's everyone's workouts? I know it's a Saturday evening. Just to remind you all, we talked about this at the beginning. If you're just tuning in now, we are doing a Ask Papa Swolio live tomorrow, and we have the accountability meeting on Monday. So off to a meeting. Stay swole uniquely. Jen, I loved watching college softball, but that is gone because of the Rona. Because of Zorona. Indeed. How's that going on for everyone? How's everyone doing with that? Is your area open more or less? Is your area, you going back to the gym? Are people wearing masks at the gym? What are the rules? We have the usual. You have to wear a mask. Makes sense, of course. You have to wear a mask, and you go indoors, wear a mask. I don't know if it's mandatory all the time, like outside if you're supposed to. I mean, outside, you're in the sun. There's no risk. But if you're around people, for sure doing it. How's everyone's area doing for that? Is anyone's area like locking back down or really locked down? I feel like from the last time we've checked, or the last time we kind of went around the horn, everyone was saying it was more or less slowly opening more and more, not shutting down. Pedro, don't like to spend hours of my life watching reality TV shows or sports. Would rather live my life, get swole, and participate in sports with kids and family. I'd rather do it than watch it. I would definitely rather do it than watch it. How we doing, Amber over there in Swole Chat? How we doing? Holding it down. How we doing, Swole Fam, Swole TV? Oh. People love watching on YouTube, though. Let's see. Nicole, Indiana masks are mandatory, but no one is wearing them properly. No noses are covered. How do you wear a mask without covering your nose? Just putting it over your mouth? Like they're made to go over your nose. What? Ren, my gym opened for about 3 weeks and then closed, and they closed again. Don't know when they will open. Oof, Alexa, we have to wear masks while actively working out in the gym. It's tough. While you're actively working out, I've heard some people say that they don't have to wear it while they're working out. I thought that doesn't make sense, does it? It doesn't make sense if you don't wear them while you work out. Shouldn't you wear them while you work out because you're breathing and just spraying your droplets everywhere when you're training? So Alexa's saying that she has to wear masks while actively working out, but I've heard a lot of people say that they require masks, but I think when you're walking in or something, but not when you're actually lifting or working out, or maybe while you're walking from one place to the other, but if you're actually doing reps, you can take it off or something. Doesn't seem to make sense. Seems to defeat the purpose a little bit, if that's the case. Tiffany, still slowly opening in the DC area. We are kind of stalled at a slightly opened. Yeah. So it's kind of, they kind of opened it up, but kind of not. Hershey, our gyms, Washington, phase 2 are open. Masks required indoors. I've only been twice since opening. Can't handle treadmill running with a mask on. Yeesh. I hear that. Not jealous of that. My home gym is always open and no mask. Agreed. Agreed. New South Wales, Australia, we need to wear masks. Shopping, or if we intend to go anywhere crowded as of next week due to mystery outbreaks, like mystery. Forget that noise. Home gym open 24 hours. No mask. No appointment required. I'm the only one flexing in the mirror. Best investment after my unlimited membership in Swolenormous X. The mirror or your home gym? I agree. Gorillas for you, dear. I love training at home. I am loving it. I'm loving it. I love just getting little pieces of equipment, little things here and there. Just more and more. I have just everything I need and just kind of tweaking it and upgrading it just like anything else. Little tiny things. And my space isn't even designed for it, but it's kind of growing into it. And I like it a lot. I kind of walk back and forth. I'm doing some stuff in here, doing some stuff out there. It's like going into different sections of the gym. Yeah, kind of make it a little bit like a gym. Make it like I'm going different places. Pretend, give it different names. Wear different color lenses in my sunglasses. You go in another room, it's like I put the orange one. I'm like, hey, I'm in the orange room. What's up, orange room? You got to get creative when you're socially distancing. Mike, I think around me, the gyms are having you wear masks in the common areas. What's not common? You mean when you're not when you're in the gym, but maybe when you're like on the treadmills or the treadmill area or by the juice bar or something? I wonder what that means. I'm trying to think of what a common area. I know some gyms have couch areas or a seating area, but most people aren't sitting there. Most people are in the gym getting their fucking pump on. That's why you're there, right? Greg, mask inside. People are still fighting it. Why? Just wear it. The Rona hits hard when you do curbside pickup and nobody knows what healthy food is. Order a Trinkie and they know what it is. A Twinkie, you mean? Grass-fed beef? Nope. What is that? Just throw beef in there. He won't notice. What? Nobody knows what healthy food is. Was that a story from you or were you just talking in general? Just throw beef in a bag? Yeah. Who goes and order like, what do you want? I want some beef. Beef in a fucking bag. The mayor of New York City is trying to be a dictator. Wants people to wear masks and goggles. De Blasio wants people to wear goggles. Goggles? Have they even proven that you can get it through the orbital socket, through the eye hole? Can you get the Rona? I don't even think they know that yet. I haven't seen that. I guess it would make sense. I guess if you can get it through your nose or your mouth, why not through something, another opening? Goggles. Holy shit. Holy shit. People are going to be walking around like they're skydiving. Just big snowboarding goggles, big mirror lenses, just Oakley, just... I don't know about that. Pedro, Oregon has been in phase 2. They have considered going back to lockdown if it doesn't level out. Mask everywhere. If you can't keep 6-foot distance, max 10 per room gatherings. My gym closed permanently. Oh shit, it's not opening like they went out of business? Damn. So many of them. Josh, getting closer to getting my home gym fully stocked. Got a couple 25-pound plates today. Nice. James, Wisconsin may very well go back to a lockdown due to the massive beach gathering that happened a couple weeks ago. People are still not wearing the masks. I get it when it's hotter, then 80 degrees. My gym has been stag 3 days a week by appointment. 3 days a week. 3 days a week by appointment only. Appointment only gym. Got to make an appointment. Swole Privilege working from home is amazing. I like it. I never thought I would like lifting at home. I never thought I could. I never thought I could train at home. I never thought I could be one of those people. I'm enjoying it, though. I'm enjoying it so far. Nika, my gym has a limit of 50% capacity and operation, but because of how spacious it is in there, we've always been under 50% capacity. The Bethanator. I wonder if you can get it through your ears. Then we'll all have to wear earmuffs. Just put a bag over your head. Why not? It's 2020. Fuck this. I'm out. Just put a little dome, like a little astronaut. You're gonna wear an astronaut. Just a little bubble head. Oh God. All right, let's get into good shit. Ridiculous. We got some Swole fam action. We got some fire from Jacob. Hey fam, just a mid-month update today. I hit my first milestone, 40 pounds down. It's more like 60, but I digress. My end goal in the beginning was 200 pounds, but that has changed to just being healthy and happy. I want to thank you all for the support. I love you all. Fire, dude. Mid-month, not that you lost 40 pounds and not that you lost 40 pounds in half a month, but that's fantastic. 40 pounds down, it's more like 60. Well, is it? Oh, you mean you put muscle on? Well, is it 40 or is it 60? You mean 60 pounds of fat? That's fire. Either way, that's great. That's great. The beginning, your goal was 200 pounds, but that has changed to just being healthy and happy. That's the fucking 7 pillars, dude. You focus on the fundamentals, it'll make it happen. It'll make it happen. Good for you. Good for you, Jacob. All right, we got a lot of consonants here. Animet. Hey, fam, I need advice. Ooh, good question here. I need advice. I have roughly 5 hundo bones, 5 Benjis, $500 to spend on some fitness equipment. I don't have a gym anywhere near me open. Should I go with the cheap one-piece home gym setup or invest in a bench and some free weights or one of those portable ones with the bands? Portable. I am very new to weights and open to suggestions. Thanks, fam. All right. Let's see what we got here. What are your thoughts, everyone? So roughly $500. All right, let's just go through some of the fundamentals that you can get. You can get a good set of bands, for sure. Bands, bench. You don't necessarily need a bench. I would say a kettlebell. You can get a pair of adjustable. You can get kettlebell. You can get 1 or 2 kettlebells. You can get a pair of adjustable dumbbells or 1 or 2 pairs of dumbbells, no problem. And especially considering you can buy some stuff on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Let Go, places like Craigslist, place like that. Let's see. Trying to look around thinking a pull-up bar of sorts or something, depending on what your setup is. Of course, I don't know if you can hang a bar, but you can get a pull-up bar for your doorway. Let's see. Yeah, yoga mat. Yoga mat for sure. Let's see. What else? I'm just looking around. I'm just thinking. It depends on. It's not really okay. 500's a lot. That's a good amount of money to spend. So I'm looking around. It also depends on if you're buying new. So that's why I'm kind of thinking. I mean, kettlebells new, depending on shipping, 30, 40, 50, $60. Usually not too much. I mean, it depends on the shipping. So maybe $100 for a kettlebell, depending if you're getting it shipped. So you might get one of those, maybe two. Yeah, yoga blocks, yoga strap, that's good. The yoga stuff is cheap. A mat and the yoga block, that's cheap. You can get that for $50, $30. You get a cheap mat. You can get a good mat for even $30, $40, $50, something decent. I have to check on Amazon, of course, but yeah, get stuff for yoga. Get a set of bands, resistance bands, like a door anchor or something. You could do a high pull from a door. You could do a low pull. You can get a bench. I agree. Supergen says you can look on Facebook. I got my squat rack, bar, 2 benches, and a shit ton of plates, dumbbells, and kettlebells for $700. Yeah. So sometimes someone is selling their entire setup because they're ordering a brand new one or they're going back to the gym or something. So you might be able to get a bunch of stuff grouped together. So if someone's selling a couple things and they're like, hey, this is 100 and this is 50. You're like, all right, I'll give you 125 for both. I'm like, done. They just want it out. So whereas I might be saying, okay, I'm not even thinking about a rack or anything like that. However, because brand new, you're not going to get something, brand new, you're not going to get it for that cheap. For a lot of this equipment, you're not going to get a lot of it for that. But if you go online, you'll find it for half or less the price, and it's metal. That's the thing. You get a kettlebell. Oh, it's got a little rust on it. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's a little bit chipped. It doesn't. It's a piece of iron. Like it's metal. It's good. It's good. It's just resistance. It's just things you're lifting. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You can refurbish and refine and sand and stuff too. You can get a good deal of that. Angelina got a squat rack, bar, and weights for $200. Only used for about 6 months. So yeah, you can find some good stuff. Got a lot of good options here. Good question. Got a lot of good options. A lot of good ideas. I would check those sites. Be good. All right. Anna, what up? Happy Friday. It's Saturday, but of course you posted this yesterday. It's all good. Happy. I've been a part of this group for some time, working up the courage to post. I have struggled with my weight forever. My obsession with food and weight controlling my mood, relationships, and overall well-being. This year, I sacked up and took some accountability. I have lost 30 pounds, and I am going to keep the momentum going. Good for you. I love my friends and family, but have felt super isolated since focusing on my health and fitness goals in 2020. I've generally avoided binge drinking situations. Number one, the hangover totally throws the next day off, activity, eating, sleep, and mood. And two, it's just not what I like to do anymore, which is totally fine. You can change interest in things. I mean, that's good. You're developing as a person. Been there, done that kind of thing. I mean, I feel the same way personally. This has majorly impacted my relationships with friends and family, which says a lot. As awesome as I am feeling physically, it sucks to feel like you're alone or being selfish by changing and focusing on yourself. Excited to have a community, friends, aka the Swole fam, to interact with and give support. Ready to keep doing the damn thing with you guys. Mo Gorillas. That's what I'm talking about. Rock on, Anna. Well, that's the thing. That's what the Swole fam's all about. That's why we're here. That's why we're here every day. That's why we're here right now, 9 p.m. on a Saturday. I mean, depends on where you're watching from, but 9 p.m. on a Saturday, we're fucking crushing it. And it's because you surround yourself with like-minded people. It doesn't mean you have to be brainwashed and like not be individuals, but you surround yourself with people that want to do better, that want a positive environment, that want to surround themselves with people that inspire them to do better. And that's what the Swole fam does. That's what it's all about. You don't have to look the same. You don't have to be the same skin color. You don't have to be the same religion. You don't have to have the same hairstyle or beard or the same body weight or the same goals. You don't have to have the same you don't have to have anything the same. It's the mentality. So remember when I was talking about those videos or the viral ones, "You're fat, the truth hurts" type thing, or that video? And it's really, what do I want to say? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Where was I going with this? What were we saying? I was on a good rant and then my brain just completely stopped. Anyway, surrounding yourself. Well, the reason why the Swole fam, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Well, the reason why the Swole fam, that we're so different. But what I was referring to with going after the fat mentality, that's what I was going to say. It's not that being fat is bad, as in you're a bad person, as in it's evil. You know, we have this kind of battle right now between health, which I really call reality and taking care of your body, but that obviously is now being perceived as fat hate. And then you have the fat acceptance, and this is more like just the land of make-believe versus just objective. Like, this is what we know. Take care of yourself. Stop trying to change the story around what is just evident, So the fat mindset, the Swole fam has the right mindset. You could be very, very different. Very, very, very different, and inspire the fuck out of one another because you connect with the way you are approaching this, the lens you're looking through, even with different goals, different experiences, different backgrounds, different countries, different time zones, all that shit. If you want to fucking do better, you want to get more, you want to level up, you want to get some fucking results, you want to get rid of all the bullshit, you want to surround yourself with people that want to make it happen, that are interested in not being average, thinking average. Yeah. That's what you got to do. Good for you, Anna. Welcome to the fam. Excellent post. Thank you for sharing. Spank you, spank you, spank you for sharing. Super spank. Oh, let's see what we got here. This is why I have the Swole fam, Swole Privilege. Yay, yay, yay. Annika, true friends will change with you and don't have to be your clone to be a friend. Agreed. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough when your friends don't. It's tough when your friends, this is a man just post. It's tough when people around you just got to cut it out. You don't have to keep on it. You don't have to enjoy what you used to enjoy. You can evolve as a person. How dare you not want to binge drink anymore? This one's from Amanda. Hey fam, whenever I have the impulse to post, I do it. I feel like I can't share my successes as openly in my day-to-day life without feeling like I'm annoying people. As I progress on my journey, I find myself wanting to share the path I'm taking with others. I've been thinking how people can openly bitch and moan about being fat, their lack of action, their excitedness over junk food, or their hidden shame when they make statements like, quote, "I ate so much junk." People listen with open ears. Their taint is rubbed. When I've lost some fat, gained some muscle, improved my endurance, changed my eating habits for the better, or anything else that equates to healthy change, I'm met with less enthusiasm. Literally what we were just talking about. Especially when the change begins to show. Where's my pat on the back? Why isn't my taint being rubbed for my actual hard work? I know I've got the Swole fam, but I'm talking in my, quote, real life. This is real life. You know what's interesting? I know we separate social media with real life, but you're communicating with real people just in a different medium. Instead of talking face to face, we're typing and we're doing video and sharing pictures. I mean, it's still real life. I know. You have to realize it's real life. It's just you in person. Real life is, you're going to call talking to someone on the phone real life. This is real life too. Right now, this is real life. I'm just talking through here and you're seeing me and my voice. You're just not next to me. What's the difference between this and talking on the phone, right? You'd think if you called your friend or your mother or your daughter or whoever, you'd think that's real life. How is that different than social media? You're just talking through that thing or that app versus this one. The same thing. It's real life. But I know what you're talking about. Okay, so I'm talking about my quote, real life. Am I experiencing a form of fit shaming? Gasp. When I was bigger, I could always be met with supportive comments that kept me in the same fucking spot. The more, and supportive is in quotes, the more I get healthier and see those pounds falling off, the enthusiasm for me seems to be falling away with it. I'm not upset. I'd be doing this with or without their support, and I feel great doing my thing. These were just some thoughts I wanted to share. Anyone else feel annoying when they talk about what they're doing for their health and wellness? I mean, well, there's no one that talks about it more than I do. No one talks about it more than I do. I'm talking about this shit all the fucking time. All the fucking time. And you know, it's a lot of what I say is repetitive. A lot of what I say is the same. A lot of questions that I think about how many questions I get. You guys know I get the same questions all the time for the most part. I get a lot of the same questions. And then sometimes we get other questions, and sometimes there's unique and custom. And sometimes it's the same question, but for that person, it's a unique question or it's something they just came across. So I try to take every question. Certain ones I tease and I try, but I get it's a lot of the same. It's a lot of the same. All of this, it's just reps. It's a lot of reps, and it's reps with different, it's a different day. But the interesting thing that I want to get across, I'm not saying that it's repetitive and boring, and obviously we're all still here, but even though what you're doing is the same, you're doing the same, maybe repetitious things with exercises, you're focusing on the same 7 pillars every day, and you're doing that every day, but every single day is a different day. So even though you're doing the 7 pillars every day is different, which makes all those 7 pillars different. And you know that. And the reason why most people don't get results because they aren't as dedicated to covering those 7 pillars. And when the day changes and the day is less convenient, or the day is cloudy, or there happens to be a storm, or there happens to be a power outage, or there happens to be a quarantine, or there happens to be whatever, all of a sudden those 7 pillars fall apart. So how solid was that? How solid were your habits? It's always about what happens when the going gets tough. What actually happens? What actually happens when things get less convenient? Does the person just fucking quit? Do they not follow through? Do they all of a sudden fall off everything? Then it's not really a part of who they are. If you have to force it, if the quarantine and all this whole situation, if that, I do understand, maybe you didn't have the same access to the same exercises. You didn't have access to a gym or the same weights. Maybe you didn't have as much money. Maybe you couldn't buy all the same food. But you know what I mean. There's a big difference between not having as much money and buying garbage shit. Like if you have money to buy junk food, you have money to buy better food. It's the same fucking money. You all know it's fucking true. If you have $10, you can buy fast food with that $10, or you can buy $10 of food at the supermarket. You have a choice. Where are you going to spend that same money? It's not like fast food's free. It still costs money. You have a choice. You're going to use that $10 for Big Macs, or you're going to use it $10 for, I don't know, rice, sweet potatoes, vegetables, some chicken or some meat, like food. So anyway, it's choices. It's choices. How secure are your habits? So circling that back around, the reason why I was mentioning that is because Amanda's mentioning her habits. She's changing her eating habits for the better. Anything that equates to healthy change, I met with less enthusiasm. People like to see their existence vindicated. People like to see their actions verified. People like verification. So what this means is when someone like, let's say your friend doesn't eat healthy and they see you not eating healthy, like, oh, I ate so much junk. They want to be reflected that. They're telling you that they want to be verified. Like, oh, this was good. Oh man, was it, they want to commiserate. They want to complain together. They want a shoulder to cry on. They want support. They want you to be like, oh yeah, I ate so much junk last night too. They'll feel better about themselves. You're commiserating together and all sorts of that. So that verifies their actions. And that's just one simple, generic example. Other scenario, Amanda is exercising. Amanda's exercising, taking care of herself. And someone comes up to her, someone that she knows, colleague, friend, whatever. Oh, I ate so much junk last night. And Amanda said, well, I worked out, went to bed, and did a 10K this morning. And the person's like, It doesn't verify. It makes them feel like a fat ass. It makes them feel lazy. It makes them feel insecure. It makes them feel self-conscious. It makes them hurts their feelings. But it's really about them. But I get it. This happens all the time. Is it fit shaming? It sounds like passive fit shaming. Are they just teasing? They're less enthusiastic. That's not necessarily fit shaming. You know, it's not like they're saying, you fucking pussy. You suck. In other words, you're saying that the enthusiasm for you seems to be falling away with it. I mean, is it fit shaming? It's obviously not it's just lack of enthusiasm towards fitness. They obviously don't take care of themselves. So why are they going to be excited when you talk about fitness? They can't relate, and it makes them feel shitty about themselves. That's what I think. Let's see. Nico, when you go over to a friend's house and know you're on a diet and they try to feed you fast food and get offended when you don't eat it. Whenever someone says that, it's like, I don't think it's a friend. That's someone you know. It doesn't sound like a friend. If they would get offended if you don't eat it doesn't sound like a very good friend. Angelina, Uber Eats had a family deal, 4 burgers, chips, and drinks for $1. Oh, with Hungry Jacks? What's that? I was called crazy because I said, no, I'll pass. 4 burgers, what? Ugh, for $1? How is that even possible? Oh, thank you, Kendall. I would rather attend a Daily Swole. Attend? Is that how you feel when you all come to the Daily Swole? You're like, I am attending the Daily Swole tonight. Yes. I would rather attend a Daily Swole than hang out with most of my friends. Well, your friends are here. Sounds like my old coworkers. Eating out is not fun with people that don't know me well. One of the ways, look, if you're eating out with friends or you're going someplace where people are eating out, one of the best things to do is just eat first. Just eat first. Look, if you eat first, if it makes you feel like you have an eating disorder or something, if you go and you say, oh, no, thanks, I'm good. Because look, if you're hungry and you're going to go and be around, I don't know, for me, fast food or junk food doesn't smell good to me, so it's not like tempting. But some people still have real addictions and temptations, and they want to, but they know they feel crappy when they eat it because it's just trash. And just eat first. If you eat first, a lot of what you're going to, it's not going to smell good when you're full. Usually, even if you're someone that does eat junk food, when you're full, you don't want more. It's not, oh, I'll have some more. You're usually like, oh, gotta know I'm full. After that initial, right after it settles, usually most people are full. If those kinds of signals haven't circled back to your brain yet, if you're in the middle of your fervor, you just got your meal and you're ordering. Once you're stuffed, you don't want any for a little bit. You want some later, but you're good for now. Kendall, a very large man brought in a whole tray of Panda Express, and I almost threw up when I smelled it. Ew. Jocelyn, I went to the Cheesecake Factory once, was astonished at the portion sizes they were serving from the children's menu, and that was years ago now. Oh, yeah, they were in a... God, I don't remember the last time I was at the Cheesecake Factory. I don't remember. I remember I used to like it when my grandparents used to take me there though when I used to visit them. That was like in high school. I used to go to like the Cheesecake Factory. And I remember the salads or whatever it was ridiculous. What's Panda Express? Isn't it fast food, but Chinese fast food? Not really. Not even the normal Chinese food that's Americanized, but fast food Chinese food. I think. Sounds like it. I don't think I've ever eaten there. I can't remember if I ever have. Literally, I'm going back. I'm going back in the archives for when I used to once in a while eat at these places. Tiffany, I ran past a fast food place this morning and the smell of the oil was disgusting. I don't know how that used to be appetizing to me. Ugh. You are in attendance, Amber. You certainly are. You certainly are. I see you. I see you. It's faux Chinese and the McDonald's of Chinese food. we got another one. I thought we're out. I thought we're done. We got a great one. This is awesome. This is awesome from inside the Swole fam. So, new to the Swole fam. Hold on, move this down. This is from Elijah. In what ways do you guys use the fam to improve your 7 pillars? And this is from response from Jessica and says, community, because I don't have it. So this is what Jessica uses the Swole fam to, how Jessica uses the Swole fam to improve her 7 pillars. This is a great response. Community because I don't have friends or family that work out and eat healthy. Pillar number 1. The elimination diet process, which has literally given me my life back. Pillar 2, which is nutrition. Can I pull that up here? Is that going to show her? Oh, I could do that too. Here are the 7 pillars. I should get rid of myself. I am in the way. So I'm going to remove myself for right now. So when you're watching. Okay. So community, because I don't have friends or family that work out and eat healthy. Pillar number 1, you can see the top right, community. The elimination diet process, which has literally given me my life back. Pillar number 2, which is nutrition. Training. I have completed the 90-day dash and scorched earth. I am going through the 90-day dash for a second time. Pillar number 3, which is training. Recovery is key. This is pillar number 4. Learning how to self-myofascial release and practice yin yoga has taken away aches and pains that comes from lifting. Again, pillar number 4, which is recovery. Mobility. Adding learning yoga and mobility training has made me more flexible and also increased my lifting performance. So that is pillar number 5. So again, to recap for those that are listening, pillar number 1 is community. Pillar 2 is nutrition. Pillar 3 is training. And pillar 4 is recovery. Pillar 5 is mobility. Mindfulness. Using the brain gain section and practicing meditation on a regular basis has made me understand the way my brain works and helps me sift through thoughts that don't serve me. Pillar number 6, mindfulness. Consistency. Holding myself accountable with the fam gives me the drive to do it even when I don't feel like it. Pillar number 7. The tools are all here in Swolenormous X. That's some serious fire. Some serious fire. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. What a great response. What a great way to wrap up today's Mancast. Excellent response. So that's how Jessica uses Swolenormous X and the Swole fam for her 7 pillars. I love it. Strike that into a fucking tablet. Put that in a pillar. Ah. Yeah. Talking about Taco Bell. What a fire post. Nika, my husband and I were watching the new Child's Play, and he let me pause the movie to watch the Swole. Aww. Aww. To watch the Swole live, since he knows how important it is to me. I literally cried. He's great. That is a man's man.
Well, I'll be damned.
That is a man's man right there. Yow.
Yow. Yow.
I salute you, sir. Gotta make those gains. Gotta make those gains. I hear you. I hear you. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm here. We're all here. Sarah, Jessica was so on point. I agree. Swole privilege. I love it. Swole privilege. All right. So we'll have to let Nika get back. Have to let you both get back to your movie on a Saturday night. I need some steak. Swole Hubby is getting it done. Hey, we should have a day. We should have like a Swole Hubby day. We should have all the ladies, all the swole sluts in here that have supportive male counterparts, supportive partners, whatever you want to call it, supported swole hubbies. That's true. The hubbies of the swole ladies, the swole sluts. Hey, look, a lot of you have a spouse or a significant other that might not understand what is going on here. They might not understand. They might be like, I don't know what you're doing listening to this bearded jabroni. I ain't no jabroni, by the way, but I understand it. This fucking bearded psychopath. But they support you because they care about you. The men, the swole hubs need some cred. So cheers. Cheers. Down the hatch. It's water though. No coffee. I'll be up all night. Eric, we were having family movie night tonight, so I had to attend the party late. Cheers to you, sir. The Bearded Jabroni. Great name for a band. It sounds like a bar, like a pub. Where are you going tonight? Oh, the Bearded Jabroni. Oh, nice. I'll see you there. I'll swing past there after I go past the beach bar. Just have a whole. I'm just gonna start a town. We'll start like a little reservation or something, and we'll just name it the Bearded Jabroni. The watering hole is the Bearded Jabroni. So fantastic. So fantastic. All right. Swole card. Swole card. Dun 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 dun. Swole card. You ready? Where's my swole card at? Hashtag Swole Privilege. Hashtag Swole Privilege. Party time. Aha, we need a community for the singles. Swole singles. Swole singles. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Amber in Swole TV. Congratulations, Amber. You deserve it. Congratulations.
Congratulations!
You can't see the pickle. You can't see the pickle. Congratulations, Amber. Everyone say congratulations, Amber, watching over in Swole TV, supporting there every day. Doesn't want to join the party over here, but we love you. We love you. Everyone misses you on YouTube, but wherever you want to watch, you like it, fucking enjoying it in there. It's warm, it's comfy, it's cozy. Everyone say congratulations, Amber. You rock, and make sure you send us an email, Amber. I can't switch back to support@swolenormous.com and your mailing address in the body of the email, support@swolenormous.com, swole card 1555. 1555. All right. So send us that email. And again, congratulations to it, because I can't show that comment on the screen. I can just show congratulations, Amber Rutman for winning today's Swole card. Hashtag Swole Privilege. send us that email. And again, support@swolenormous.com, SwoleCard1555. So, that being said, again, congratulations, Amber, on the Swole Privilege card. Sexy Tessie, looking sexy like a snack. Looking sexy like a snack. Tomorrow, we have Ask Papa Swolio Live. We also have the accountability meeting on Monday, new releases. So tomorrow, APS Live, and we got some announcements on Monday. Definitely some things, some updates. So important shit. So everyone, all members, all Swole fam, calling all Swole fam, you need to be there. So for these announcements, that way you have the latest information, and it's always very important. Mondays are very important. Mondays are very important because you need to get those, you need to get the deets. All right. So of course it's an awesome podcast. It's a private podcast for members, but it's our accountability meeting. But we definitely have to be there for the updates, so you're not missing out on any other tweaks that we got going on inside the Swole fam. So we'll talk about that Monday. Tomorrow, Sunday, Ask Papa Swolio Live. Okay? Tomorrow, Ask Papa Swolio Live, and I'll be taking any questions. Any kind of questions you got, whatever you got, training, beard, gains, all of it. It's all good. And Monday, 12 noon Eastern time, but I'll be posting that event in the private Facebook group. If you want to learn more, head on over to Swolenormousx.com if you want to learn how to join the Swole fam. Tomorrow for what? Ask Papa Swolio Live? What time will it start? As soon as I can, if I ever have a time where I know when I'm going to go live, I'm not sure if we're ever going to have a dedicated time again, but it will be earlier. It will be earlier than it's not expected to be a late show tomorrow. So if you're on Swole Text, make sure you're on Swole Text because I will text you before, but tomorrow will likely be an earlier show. Today wasn't supposed to be, or wasn't planning on being a later one. And I thought about it. I kind of do like having a set time, but then it's not always consistent. I can't always do it at the same time. It just became, I used to have a set time. But as soon as what I'm going to start doing is if I do know what time it will be at or about, maybe like a ballpark, I'm going to send out a message earlier on. So tomorrow, let's see. Yeah, tomorrow, 15:56, Ask Papa Swolio Live. I like surprising you. Well, I do like the surprising. Because if it's not at the same time, if it's at the same time all the time, then the same people will always miss it. That's why I was always bummed out. I remember getting messages, people saying, hey, I listen every day, but I can't watch because I work nights or I work this. Like, oh, shit. So sometimes you hear like, oh, you're on early. Cool. I always miss it. I never get it. So it's always nice. It's always nice. You're welcome, Amber. Congratulations. It's always nice when, it's always nice when people that don't normally get to catch live can catch live. So I kind of like this. I like the serendipity of, being free when I'm live and kind of being like, yes, I get to catch it. And I see you pop in. I'm like, yo, what up? I haven't seen you in a while. It's cool. I'd love for everyone to see it every day, catch every day, but that's going to be impossible. So no matter what time you ever chose, or no matter what time I'll ever go live, someone's not going to be able to watch it. Even if you have the same schedule all the time, shit happens. I hear you. It's all good. Fluidity is good. It keeps us on our toes. You got to be ready. Got to be like anticipating, because what if you had a long day? And you had to work overtime and you had to stay late and you got off at like 10 o'clock and it's really late and you're like, crap, what am I going to watch and put on? And all of a sudden it's a late night Swole and it happens to start at 10:30 at the buzzer. And you catch a Swole and it's like, sometimes it just fucking works, right? Sometimes it just works. All right, enjoy your movie. See, back to the movie. Say thanks to the Swole Hubs. He's done well. He deserves a little evening delight, if you know what I'm saying. Hook a brother up. He deserves some kisses. See you all tomorrow. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's nice you've been uploading so much. I'm just glad that you're enjoying it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 15 Hundo and 55 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Thank you for joining. I'll see you tomorrow for 1556. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like.
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. Yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah. Whoa. My shit is relevant. On topic. My melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm